Hi, my name is Amber Harris, and this is my early childhood family engagement plan for the year 2021-22. I am a pre-K teacher at Springville Elementary School in St. Clair County. Um, as I stated before, my name is Amber Harris, and this is my early childhood family engagement plan. And I work at Springville Elementary in St. Clair County. We have about 900 kids, grades P through 5. And so some of the needs for a new school improvement plan are Springfield Elementary is compiled of many family backgrounds. The backgrounds include blended families, nuclear families, single parent families, multiracial families, some same sex families, adoptive families, and also foster families. Springville Elementary School is located in a rural slash suburban area, which means that students come from all around. You know, you might get a student from a farm, and then you might get a kid that lives right on the outskirts of the city. Um, So, some of the school barriers that we come across are parents volunteering, parents not being able to come to the classroom because of COVID, and parent teacher conferences not being able to be face to face because of COVID. A family barrier that we come across is sometimes monetary issues and fundraisers. Like now, we are having a fundraiser for our PE department. It's called a glow party, but they have to buy t shirts and glow sticks, and sometimes families just can't afford those things. So, that is one of the barriers that we come across. Some of the community barriers are sometimes inclement weather, like we've just had it within the past week or two, internet outages, because this is a rural community. Sometimes they actually don't even get internet. And then right now we have been dealing with positive COVID cases throughout the school year, just because of exposure. We've had teachers in multiple grades, including myself, that have been out because they have been exposed or tested positive with COVID. Um, our philosophical foundation is number one, we always, always, always want to set high expectations for all learners. We want to promote lifelong learning skills that go beyond the educational level into adulthood. And we want to encourage a multitude of learning activities and opportunities so that all learners' needs are met. And our last part of our philosophical foundation is we want to sustain student focused decisions, and we just want them to be able to make decisions on their own, in the classroom as well as outside of the classroom, because it's so important that kids be able to make decisions on their own without guidance from others. The model for our our family engagement plan is modeled after the Family School Partnership Framework by Joyce Epstein. And here are some of the components of the family engagement plan. They all have a goal, an activity, the people that are responsible, and the desired outcome. And if you look at the person responsible, sometimes you'll see the teacher and parents, the school, the teacher, and the parents. And sometimes it's just the parents that are responsible or the teacher that's responsible. And our goals are listed on the side. They are parenting, communication, volunteering, and continued on the next page, learning at home, decision making, and collaborating with the community. And all of these aspects are very important to our model of the family engagement plan. Our family beliefs. With our new family engagement plan, lines of communication will always be open, and they will be more involved and parents will be more involved with the education of their child. We will be able to meet the needs of each student and their family, because we want to reach everybody where they are. And sometimes families have needs too. So we just want to rally together as a community to make sure that everyone's needs are met, no matter what the issue might be. Some of our family engagement activity suggestions might include orientation, a meet the teacher night, a school-wide readathon, a math night where families can come in and see what kind of activities we do in the classroom to get their kids more engaged in math activities. And then we also do a thing that's called Kindergarten Roundup, which is a transition for kids in our building that attend pre-K and also other 4-year-olds that are coming to kindergarten to see what kindergarten is about, and for parents to meet some of the people in the building. Like they would meet the principal, they would meet some of the kindergarten teachers, and they would tell them what to expect for the kindergarten school year. And our last activity or suggestion would be to parent-teacher conferences, and we always want those to be face-to-face, because when parents and teachers can talk face to face, it's just a more personable, activity. Some of the collaboration. We want to develop a relationship with families. We also want to allow families to volunteer for school activities. We want to provide families engagement activities for home and when they're at school. And we want to be culturally unbiased. No matter what a family's background is or what their culture is, we want to make sure that everyone's needs are met and make sure that we are sensitive to those needs. Some lines of communication. So lines of communication should always be open between the school and the families. Forms of communication include a newsletter, a phone call, or conferences, or sometimes we might just want to see what the parents might need in form of communication. And for our multilingual families, we want to provide a translator when needed. So a timeline for this implementation, we want to provide families with a questionnaire at the end of the school year that's sent home via report card, social media, and email. We will review the questionnaire responses during the June of 2021 during the summer, and we plan to implement those changes fall of 2021 and with a full implementation of January 2022. So we'll have a whole second semester to get everything what they need. Some of this assignment benefits. This assignment has allowed me to examine my personal classroom practices. It is so easy to get relaxed when you have been doing something for so long, and I'm encouraged and plan to share new ideas that I've learned in this class when we begin planning for the next school year. I plan to be a better communicator with families represented in my class, and I will do this throughout newsletter, email, and social media, whichever the family prefers. I pledge to meet the needs of each family in my classroom through school and community collaboration. Thank you for listening to my PowerPoint.